This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Johnson versus George. You all are married, you've been together 10 years. You appeared previously in this court because, Mr. George, you accused Ms. Johnson of cheating. It was determined by this court that she, in fact, was not cheating. And now, Ms. Johnson, you have brought this case against Mr. George because you believe he is cheating. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
What are the warning signs that you've seen to make you believe he's cheating?
Well, Your Honor, there's a lot of warning signs. He doesn't come home at night. He texts other women. It might sound a little strange, but I call the bank sometimes to check his bank account because of the insecurity that I have sometimes about him cheating. So I call the bank like, hello, my name is Larry. I want to check my bank account. And he told me he was going to Long Island to visit family and friends. So when I gave his social security number and got the 5 transactions of, the debit card, he take out money in Pennsylvania when he's supposed to be in Long Island. And then when I call him a million times, he does not answer.
Mr. George, why are you not where you say you are?
Oh, I was. I went to Long Island. I spent time out there. I spent a couple of days out there. And then after that, I got out with a couple of friends. It's like, yo, let's go to Pennsylvania. So we just, we went to Pennsylvania.
You went from New York to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you
didn't mention a word of it.
Nah.
Were you sleeping with another woman in Pennsylvania?
Not at all. I don't do things like that, Your Honor.
You were not in Pennsylvania with another woman?
No, not at all.
Why wouldn't you tell her then?
I was with the bros.
There's no reason not to tell her about the bros, but it is a reason not to tell her about the other woman.
Absent-minded. I just didn't call.
Your Honor, that's on a regular basis, absent-minded.
So what are you here to prove, Mr. George?
Prove that I'm not cheating. I ain't doing nothing.
Because Ms. Johnson is convinced that you've got somebody or somebodies on the side that you're messing with. She's convinced of that.
Those old friends.
Were these old friends you were ever sexual with?
No.
Sounds like it might be.
Nah, not at all.
These are not these old friends, you never had sex with any of them.
Nope, not at all. We just friends. I give them rides, stuff like that.
And
Your Honor.
Ms. Johnson, have you found any evidence to make you believe he's cheating?
I have evidence right here. Would you like to see it?
Ron, would you get that, please?
So, one time, I have a friend
She got right there.
that we were over at visiting her, and he lost his phone. He had a new phone, so he had no one's name programmed. But the phone is ringing, and I see a woman's picture on there, and he's like, oh, not right now. So I text her.
Okay.
She was like, his name is Mike. Who is Mike? His name is he goes by the name of Mike Larry. And so I'm like,
but his first name is actually Larry.
His name is Larry.
But he's going by Mike Larry.
He's being a player, he's Mike Larry.
All right, so this message you handed us says, from the other woman, Mike Larry and I have been dealing for some time. Not once did he mention a wife.
A wife. He doesn't mention me.
And then she continues and says, he tells me he loves me and wants to be with me.
You just insecure.
No.
Who that person was, not me,
How many women do you have calling you Mike Larry?
2,500 on Facebook.
We ain't gonna get in all these numbers now. I'm counting. We ain't gonna get in all these numbers now.
You tell women your name is Mike Larry, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so this woman knows you, and she's saying you've never told her that you got a wife, and that you have told her, in fact, that you love her. Who is this woman that you telling you love and she don't know you got a wife?
Listen. When people hit people up on Facebook and harass them and stalk them, ain't nobody got nothing nice to say to you. It wasn't me, You know
what? In somebody else's courtroom, that might have sounded like an answer.
Yes.
But up in my courtroom, you didn't answer not anything I asked you.
I don't know the woman.
That's what he does.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna ask you one more again.
Huh?
Who is this woman?
It's a friend of mine.
Oh,
now he be tricking.
It's a friend of yours, and it's a friend of yours that you didn't tell that you had a
She
wife.
just said that to her because...
Mr. George,
Huh?
this has nothing to do with her. This is me and you talking.
Okay.
You didn't tell this friend that you had a wife, did you?
No.
Okay.
All right, Miss Johnson, What other reasons do you have to believe your husband is cheating?
Well, we was walking to the store and I knew a friend. And we were going as a family. We decided that it was nice and, you know, we could use the exercise. So we walking. We pull up and we get to the store. We walk in front of the store. I see some friends. I'm like, oh, hey, girls. So I'm like, well, where's Larry? Because he has the money. He's going to pay for the stuff at the store. Your Honor, Larry is behind a minivan hiding. So...
Now, wait a minute. Okay, you said he's hiding behind a minivan.
Yes, he's hiding.
Show me how he's hiding behind a minivan.
Okay, so say this is the van, and these are the people. This is how Larry is on the side, like biggest, like you know, it's a van, so it's hiding him.
So he's
the back of the van.
Yeah, so he's watching the stuff. You know, he's supposed to come into the store and pay for the stuff, but he's scared. Because,
why is he scared?
Oh, because they know him. You know what they know him by? They know him as Mike.
All right, so
That's Mike.
So you asked them, do you know him?
Y'all know him from somewhere? Oh, that's Mike. I said, no, that's my husband, Larry.
Do you believe that those women at the store are his girlfriends?
Your Honor, it was 3 women. Number 1, he was trying to get with her, but she said he was a little too big. Number 2 said that he bought her some food and they chilled for a little while, but nothing sexual happened. But number 3...
Door number 3.
Oh, number 3. Number 3 said...
She lying.
They had sexual relation.
Listen, Your Honor.
All right, so when
my
you
feet was hurting that day. I just sat down on the back of the van, right? I was just sitting. We was walking around. My feet was hurt. I sat down on the back of the van. Then she started tripping out.
2 blocks, because he wasn't
She real jealous. She started questioning all the women in there. Oh, you know him?
So, Mr. George, your position is you are not cheating on your wife. This is all a misunderstanding.
Misunderstand? Her. She jealous. She crazy. I don't know.
Your Honor, why
Ms.
should I be
Johnson, are there
jealous?
any other women that you're concerned he's cheating with?
Okay, I went to the city.
Okay.
My husband didn't feel well. Well, he said he didn't feel well. No sooner, I didn't even get to the city yet. He done took a shower, done shaved, and now he's at my neighbor's house, knocking on my neighbor's door, asking her, do she want to chill? My neighbor said, absolutely not. So now the grandmother, cute as a button, old little lady, she said to me, she said, Carla, I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't like him. He's sneaky. And he's over here trying to have sex with my granddaughter, and we respect you and we like you as a person, so it didn't happen. So I go back and ask him, and you know what he said? Grandma lying.
Wait a minute.
You got better as soon as you left the house, didn't you?
I just say, yo, you want to chill,
Your Honor, Grandma is not telling no story.
Why would a grandmother lie about that, of all things?
All things.
All I said is you want to chill, and they blew it out of proportion.
What else do you want to
Why
chill
you going
for?
over hanging out with another woman?
He could have came with me.
You could have gone with her. You could have hung out with the bros.
You
Why
coulda
you
laid
gonna
in
get
the
I
bed
didn't
and
have no
played
bros
sick.
at that time. I just moved to this town.
Mr. Johnson, I can tell. If you find out he's cheated, we confirm that you are done.
Done ain't the word. Your Honor, I love Larry, but 10 years, I can't do it no more. And he wanna butter me up and stuff. I'm not going for that no more, because if he doesn't pass this lie detector test, then honestly, Larry, we have to get a divorce. I don't want to be with you anymore.
Word? It's like that?
I want to get Carla back.
So, Mr. George, are you hearing this?
I hear what
No,
she's
he thinks
saying.
it's a game.
She talking.
Do you understand what's at stake here?
He doesn't.
Yeah, I understand what's at stake.
All right.
Can I say one thing, Your Honor?
Your wife just said she wants to get Carla back.
Yes,
She's
Carla
tired
back.
of dealing with Mike Larry.
Mike Larry.
She's going to deal with Carla
Yes,
and get
Your
Carla
Honor,
back.
yes.
Do you
Listen.
understand that?
She ain't
doesn't.
going nowhere, Yana. She ain't going nowhere.
Because Mike Larry's got it like that.
war. You know
Well,
what I
he
mean?
think he
Everything
used
good.
to have it like that, Your Honor.
All right, well, here's the thing.
So now
I
it's-
think we have enough evidence. She believes he's cheating. And if he is, she is beyond done.
This is a marriage on the line. So this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed private investigator Eric Eccles to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Eccles' name.
you, Mr. Echols?
Fine, Your Honor, and yourself.
I'm great.
Good. Your
The
Honor.
court ordered Mr. George to submit his phone for examination. Is that correct?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
Can you tell us about that?
My team conducted a full forensics examination on Mr. George's phone. We were able to recover more than 700 text
I gotta go.
messages from Mr. George's
I
phone.
can't.
Well, I
No
talk
more.
to people, you know, you can talk to people.
Out of those 700 messages, there were actually 2 sexual, explicit messages, one that included a conversation between Mr. George and his friend just 5 days ago.
All right.
And it's a new
And you have that
phone.
message?
Yes,
All right. It says,
I am.
Larry, where them girls at?
Hey, yo, I'm in a town of blank with 4 thoughts. You should come through. I'll text you the address. Let me know if you're down.
Y'all should have.
Okay, cool. I just got the message.
This is what he do, but he chilling.
And you recovered that from Mr. George's
That's my
phone
phone.
just 5 days
Yeah, that's
ago.
your phone.
Yes, Your Honor, we did.
Did your team find any other concerning communications during your investigation?
We found this text thread between Mr. George and another woman about 8 days ago.
And it's a new phone.
How my blank doing? Laugh out loud. And that, it refers to a woman's.
A vagina. I know him like a book.
Okay.
You know what that is.
That's my phone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You said
What
my
else?
phone.
So how's my blank doing? LOL.
Excuse me, my blank is good.
Oh, I'm sure. It says burn.
Well, once you blank me, you're mine forever, LOL. Speaking of that, you got a lot of cheating you need to answer for with my blank woman's part. But besides that, when am I gonna see you?
What are you trying to see?
You should ask my phone.
But he lay next to me. That's his phone.
That ain't my phone. That can't.
I know you think,
That's his phone.
Mr. George, I know you think this is a joke. Ha ha. It is not a joke. It is your phone. It is the phone this court ordered you to turn in. And you up
cried
here
about it all
smiling and
night.
grinning, and your behavior based on this has been awful.
Cause she's not smiling, she's not grinning.
And you know what? If this has been your behavior throughout, I understand why she's done. You can't even take this moment
She ain't going
seriously.
nowhere, Yana. She ain't going nowhere.
I'm not
You got this
done.
stupid
I'm
smirk on your
overcooked.
face, and your wife is virtually in tears.
You don't care about this woman. You take her for granted. And you taking her for granted one time too many. But that's okay, you gonna learn. You gonna learn the hard way.
I'm overdone. He needs to be by himself. I
She ain't
I
going
came here
nowhere,
to
Yana.
prove that I know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's find out the results of the polygraph exam, okay?
To further investigate this case, the court ordered a polygraph examination of Mr. George, and we have those results. At this time, the court will hear from certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt.
He gonna need you.
Ron, please escort Mr. Platt into the
Tony,
courtroom.
They're gonna need. Trust me.
Your Honors.
How are you, sir?
Taking the seat is
Good.
serious.
Good to see you, Mr. Platt.
Good to see y'all.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. George, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. George was asked. Mr. George was asked, since being married, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than your wife? What was his response?
Your Honor, he made an admission and stated yes.
Loser. But I'm the cheater.
So, Mr. George, you've been with other women. You've been with other women, and you've lied about it, correct?
Yeah, Yana.
Okay. Your
see, this
wife
the problem.
told
See,
you
this the
that if it came out you were cheating, she was leaving you. And she has walked out of this courtroom and out of your life.
And you standing up there still smirking. Can you see if you can bring her back, please? Miss Johnson
Yana,
back.
Yana, look, listen, right? What happened was, right, she started acting funny with the goods. So once you start acting funny with the goods, anything can happen. We married. What's the sense of me being married to you? You know, you ain't showing me
Who
no
wants
love.
to have sex with a man acting the way you act?
That was before I
That
started
is not
doing that.
attractive.
It started with her. It just ended with me. That's how it worked out. She stopped giving up the goods, acting funny with us, arguing, fighting, and doing this. And then, I go wonder.
You please,
Miss Johnson.
How can you have? How do you expect me to wanna show you love when you're out there in the street?
So when you with her, what's the sense of me being married to you?
Well, guess what? You ain't never gonna get no more. So.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You told it.
He doesn't take me serious.
Mr. Johnson, you need to drop this zero and get you a hero. There you go.
And that's why I love your show, because I admire y'all relationship, y'all marriage. And we sit at home and we watch y'all, and I'm like, we could be like you guys. But he chooses to go the other way because he don't know what love is.
You all are engaged, you have one child together, but this engagement is on hold and you're living apart because of allegations of cheating. Is that right, Miss Akins?
Yes.
Okay. You've opened this case today. Tell us what's at stake here right now.
Well, we've been together for a little over a year, and we just had a new baby, and we got engaged recently, and I feel like, everything that we worked so hard to build, he's compromising because I feel like he's cheating. So if I find out today that he's cheating, me and his daughter, we're gone.
That's going to be the end of the relationship.
The end of it.
Okay. Mr. Bailey?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's on the line today. Everything, the future of your relationship.
That's the reason why I'm here, though, honestly, because I wanted to show her that, I want my family. Like, I love her. I'm in love with her. My beautiful daughter, that's my queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do love her, and I'm here to tell the truth.
I don't see her buying any of what you just sold. The look on her face is like, whatever, man. Am I right?
Yeah.
You've heard this before?
Many times.
And you're just like, not enough.
No.
This is not gonna cut it.
His words don't mean anything to me anymore.
All right, tell me about these multiple times in the past that he's had to come back and say, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it, baby. What was that? What happened?
Okay, so we originally met in the 9th grade. We became real close friends.
Okay.
And 10th grade year, I noticed he disappeared and I didn't hear from him again. In 2015, we reconnected again. And so, this time we vowed, like, we're not gonna lose touch, we're gonna keep in contact. So I'm going to see him every day. And then I find out from a friend that the house that I'm dropping him off to is not a family member's house, but it's his girlfriend's house. And so I'm like, are you serious? So I'm mad, I'm livid, I'm upset, so I was just like, nah, I'm through, I can't do it. And he begging me, stay, please, stay, don't go. And I'm like, no, I'm through, I'm just done.
But at some point you all did reconnect and you have this, you've gotten back together, you have a child and an engagement.
Yeah.
And you're saying all of that's on the line.
Yes, ma'am.
If he's back to what he's done in the past.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Bailey, you admit that you made some mistakes in the past.
Yes, most definitely.
Do you feel badly about those mistakes?
Of course, like, pertaining to the situation, about the 2015 situation, she wasn't my lady. I was, hey.
Okay,
Right.
well,
Living life.
For the record, today, she is your lady, right?
Yes.
Because you all engaged.
Yes.
Okay, so the whole thing about, well, she was my lady, she wasn't my lady, we don't have to worry about that today in this proceeding because she is your lady, right?
That's my queen, like, man, I love her dearly. I'm in love with her, like.
But the problem is she thinks that even though you all are engaged and she's your champ and she's your queen, he's cheating.
Yes, ma'am.
That's your concern.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it that makes you believe that something has occurred?
Okay, well, he has this new homegirl. And, recently I asked him, I said, is there anything that you need to tell me? Is there are you cheating? Is there anybody, what's going on? So, he tell me, well, I ain't cheating on you, but there's this girl that, I've been hanging out with and stuff. And, my bro, he got this girlfriend. And, when we all chilling at her house, her friend come over and we all just chilling. And I'm like, okay, so 2 girls, 2 guys.
Right.
Sound like y'all double dating to me. So I'm like, what's going on? So I find the girl's profile through his bro's Facebook page. And so I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, you know, well, I'm about to call this girl and see what's going on. Then he hit me with the, I gotta call you right back. You know, my phone about to go dead. Every time he over there, you know, my phone about to go dead. I gotta hit you back. I'm just like, you know, it's too much. It's fishy.
No. And all of this happens when he's over at where this homegirl is.
Yes.
You gotta watch out for the homegirl.
Yeah, the homegirl will get you.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like one day, like she had called me. She was like, oh.
She who?
Jasmine. She called me. She
okay, Miss Akins called you. Okay.
She called me. She like, man, only time you can talk to me, you can't FaceTime. So I grabbed the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I went to walking through the house and everything. Like, babe, ain't got nothing to hide to you. Like, yo, like we here. You know what I'm saying? And like I know, honestly, it do look bad, cause she know my bros, but they dirty. But
he walked from the bathroom to outside.
I did a lot of her in the past and told half-truths and things of that nature. I can admit that. Honestly, I see why she be doing that, because, you know, back in the days, I wore, you know.
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey, wait a minute, hold up. Why is it that your lady, your queen, your champ, why is she ever with you, with your homegirl and all these folks? Why haven't you made that introduction? And here's the thing, we'll come back to that question. Hold on.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, who you hang with is who you become. So if all of them are running game, you may not be running game yet, but you will. But you will. So I'm gonna go back to my original question. Why is it that you haven't made an introduction from with your queen to your homegirl?
Oh. Honestly, the reason why she, you know.
You know what? Every time somebody starts with the word,
honestly,
no,
it's not.
I be in Columbia, she be in Atlanta, you know, and we travel back and forth to see each other, things of that nature. That's why she don't really be around like that. She never met her, but for the while doing things together, man, we always chilling, macking. Like I don't have.
Well, you can't always be chilling if you're hanging out with your homeboys and hanging out with their homegirls and all that. And it's okay to have friends, you know. Now, I've got friends. Mm-hmm. I've got a homegirl. I've got somebody I hang out with all the time. Her name is Dana, Judge Dana.
I was about to get You know what? I was about to be a little bit tight, Judge Cutler. I was about to get...
No. So, yeah, because you got someone there who can be all those things for you.
She is, like, cause I be on the phone with her all day. Like, we would talk from like, I wake up with like 10:30 in the morning.
Let me
and I'd be like,
that.
yo. And we'll just stay on the phone.
We still on the phone, but we don't be talking.
Even though we don't talk, like we don't be communicating while we on the phone, I just love hearing her breathe. Like I really do.
Well,
like,
that's almost sweet.
See, look at her. She's blushing. Look at her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He just
I told her that,
he just likes hearing you breathe.
I just like.
That's love right there.
You know, that was almost sweet. But here's the thing, that was almost sweet.
Just like
almost
hearing her
sweet.
breathe.
Uh-huh.
Let me hear you breathe. Yeah, let me hear you breathe.
That's all you gonna get from now, Mr. Cutler.
I like that.
Whatever, man. Why you making me blush up here? Why you do that?
She was blushing.
I know she was.
Yeah, she was blushing.
That was kind of sweet. Even the heart and Judge Dana Cutler had to go, yeah, that's all right.
But it's true though. Like it really is true. Like, man, I'm just here to tell the truth. Like,
all right.
So for this homegirl, just so we're clear, this homegirl, are you having any kind of sexual relationship with her?
Man, I'm just here to tell the truth.
All right, so Miss Akins, are there any other women besides this homegirl that you're worried about?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me about that.
So as I said earlier, we got engaged recently.
Okay.
I was down, you know, helping his sister prepare for her child's birthday party.
Okay.
And while I was down there, you know, I was like, hey, you know, well, I still feel like he's talking to his ex-girlfriend. So I said, you know, you talk to her, you got a number. I said, call her up, you know, and let's kind of set her up. Let's see if she's still talking to him. And I recorded the conversation and I submitted it to the court.
Okay. That's what we got right here.
All right.
Let's take a listen, Mr. Cutler. All right. Okay, what? All right, so the ex just said Mr. Bailey proposed to you on the 25th. You confirmed that. But she said he texted her, meaning Mr. Bailey texted her, that he missed her, the ex, on the 21st. So 4 days before he proposed to you, he's telling his ex he misses her?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, come on.
She said, you know.
All right, Mr. Bailey.
Yes, ma'am.
You proposed to Miss Akins on the 25th.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're telling your ex on the 21st that you miss her? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? I mean, this is your queen. This is the one you...
The champ.
Your champ. The one you love to hear breathe.
Honestly, being honest, I even told Jam, I would text them both of them at the same time, and I had sent the wrong thing to her.
His ex also says that Mr. Bailey texted her, "I'm in love with you," and that's 3 days before he proposed.
I meant to send that "I'm in love with you" to her, to Jasmine, but I had ended up sending her just moving too fast, and I even told her that though. Like I told her that, like, man, damn, like.
Miss Akins,
Miss Akins.
I'm looking at the expression on your face. It's like you're seething right now.
I just know he be lying to me. And I'm just like, everything we've been through, I just had your child, we engaged, and I just feel like it don't mean nothing to him, for real. I just feel like it don't mean nothing to him.
I wish I could come off the bench and just hug you because my heart goes out to you.
It's just pain. Like, he don't understand it. It's just pain because, like, you know, I don't do him like that. Like, you know, and it's just like I feel like you taking my kindness for granted. You taking me for granted. And it's just like, you know, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I deserve better, and I know it.
Well, that's the first step. You need to get to the bottom of this. You need to know. And you've said that if, in fact, it's true, he's been unfaithful, you're done.
Yes,
you and your baby are out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so everything is on the line, and you understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And in order for us to get to the truth, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Dave Lawrence, to determine, is he cheating?
How are you, Mr. Lawrence?
Doing just fine, ma'am. How are you?
We're good. Thank you for asking.
It's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, I'm a retired state police officer of 30 years. I've been a polygraph examiner for the past 26 years. I've conducted thousands of polygraph examinations as well as taught other police officers how to be polygraph examiners.
So you asked Mr. Bailey, since being engaged to Miss Akins, have you had physical sexual contact with your new homegirl? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said yes. Mr. Bailey admitted that they had felt each other up and also had sex as recently as last month.
Last month?
Well, we finally got the truth.
Honestly?
Honestly.
Mr. Bailey, why would you do that?
Honestly, tripping.
You're tripping.
You were tripping?
I was tripping.
You tripped and fell in her bed? Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Lawrence, you asked Mr. Bailey, since being engaged to Miss Akins, have you had sexual intercourse with your ex? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said yes. Mr. Bailey admitted to having sexual intercourse with his ex just days after his engagement to Miss Akins.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to ascertain or find out how many women he's been with? sexually since he got engaged to Miss Akins?
Yes, Mr. Bailey, he admitted to having sex with 2 to 3 other people besides the previously admitted to sleeping with.
Tell him what you think in love.
I ain't got no words. I ain't got no words. I can't describe the feeling. He'll never know until it's done to him. I ain't got no words for him. I really don't. I can't tell you how I feel. Like, I can't tell you how I feel. It's just one of them feelings that you gotta experience to know how somebody feel to have that done to them.
I have a suggestion. Get out. Those are the 2 words you need to tell him.
And Mr. Bailey, I would ask you how you feel, but I don't know that I'm gonna get an honest answer. Because you'll probably tell me something like, I feel bad, I want a fresh start, I want to, take back what I did, all that stuff, and I'm not sure I believe you. Because you're still out there trying to do your thing. You're still out there trying to be wild and trying to trip and all that stuff. You're not ready for this relationship, clearly.
Any relationship.
Yeah. Now, you're going to have to be ready to be a father to your child because that's what you have to do. There's no choice in that. And it's not enough just to say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was tripping. I was wilding. That doesn't cut it anymore.